Welcome to Walt Disney World Marathon Weekend 2025. Hello from Walt Disney World yet again. Lucas and I are very excited to be here this week, especially for a Run Disney weekend. Our last Run Disney race was last January, so it's been almost a full year since we have run the Magical Miles at Disney World. Today is Wednesday, January 8th, and Lucas and I are checked in here at Pop Century, where we will be calling home for the remaining of this week. I already took a moment to unpack everything, so I will insert some quick clips of what the room looks like here. I had the intentions of giving you guys a room tour, but I have done kind of one in the past, and so I'll just give you guys a quick overlay of some of the amenities here at Pop Century. The reason why we like staying here for a race weekend is simply just because of the location. It is very close to the start line, which is over at Epcot. It makes for very smooth mornings. Last night we flew in from Chicago, and it was a very late evening getting in, so I'm just now getting a chance to start the vlog here for you guys. I am so excited to bring you guys along another Run Disney adventure this week. Lucas and I are both signed up for the marathon that will be this Sunday, and then I'm also signed up for the Dopey challenge, which, if you guys are not familiar, this is my second time attempting to do it, and it is a 5K on Thursday, 10K on Friday, a half marathon on Saturday, and then the full marathon on Sunday. So that'll be a total of 48.6 miles across the 4 days. If you guys have been following along, you'd already know that I did this last year, so this will be my second attempt at completing a Dopey challenge. This will be part one of a 3-part series for Run Disney Weekend. Today is actually Expo Day, which is what I consider day one of the Dopey challenge. There are many lines that you have to kind of walk through and stand in. You are on your feet a lot this week. It is over at the ESPN Wide World of Sports Center, I think is what it's called. But that is where we'll be picking up our bibs, our free t-shirts, as well as some of the race merch. In order to enter the merch hall on day one, you do need to enter a virtual queue. So I did wake up early this morning and exactly at 8:30 entered the virtual queue and luckily got group 25, which was, I think, pretty good considering the circumstances. I know people were in groups 70, 80 plus. So really excited for the luck that struck us this morning. Lucas and I are just about ready to head over to breakfast. We're going to get some Mickey waffles and then we'll make our way over to the ESPN Wide World of Sports Center to begin our Expo Day. So on that note, let's get started. We just got back from Expo. We spent hours there, but I wanted to have a chance to show you guys the things that we picked up over at Expo. I mentioned earlier that our virtual queue was 25, and so that was roughly around 10:15 a.m. is when we were called. I did have some pre-ordered merch that I went ahead and paid for ahead of time many months ago, and then I also picked up some merch that I saw that wasn't available for the pre-orders. I will start with the pre-ordered stuff. I found that this really alleviates a lot of the stress. There's a lot of things that I like to purchase for every race, like for example this ornament. So this is what the ornament looks like for the marathon this year. I have this for every race we've ran with Run Disney. Not having to worry about things like this selling out is really helpful, so that's why I pre-order things. This was actually part of the kind of weekend bundle, and it comes with the ornaments and the water bottle, which looks like this year. It also comes with a magnet, and it also comes with the race weekend pin. I ended up getting 2 of these because I also ordered the weekend pin bundle as well, which comes with all of the pins. Again, I collect a lot of these pins, and so it works out a lot better for me to just pre-order all of them versus worrying if one will get sold out, especially when doing something like the Dopey challenge and I want all of the races and all of the pins. For the weekend, you get all the 5K pins that features Pluto, the 10K pins that feature Chip and Dale, scale, the half marathon pins, which includes Donald and Daisy, the full marathon pins with Mickey and Minnie. Because I signed up for the Dopey challenge, I am also naturally signed up for the Goofy challenge, which is running the half marathon and the full marathon back to back. So I did also get the 3 Goofy pins. And then of course, the Dopey pins as well. The metal pins in particular are what I especially collect. For other pre-ordered merch that I got, I did also pre-order the Race Weekend jacket. This is the front. The back, I actually love the design on the back. The last thing I pre-ordered was of course the Spirit jersey, because again, this is another thing that I collect for every single Run Disney race. And so this is what the front looks like this year. I like the color blocking situation. And then of course the back looks like this, Marathon Weekend 2025. Really love the Spirit jersey this year. This just might be my favorite one so far. And then for other items that I picked up at the merch arena that I didn't pre-order but we found that we liked, it is the Marathon Weekend hat. It is a different material compared to years past. It's not the Nike dry fit material that Lucas likes, but we did like the design and it says Run Disney on the back. I also picked up something that was new this year, and it is the Run Disney bracelets. It has like a cute shoe on them, and the charm on the side says Run Disney. And then I also went back and forth on whether or not I wanted the ears, but I ended up getting them. So these are what the 2025 ears look like, and then on the back they look like this. And what I really thought was cool is that there's actually a snap here, so you can actually detach the bow. Had to get this. So that was everything that I picked up over at the merch center. After we got merch, we picked up a quick coffee because we were getting ready to spend more hours waiting in line. We walked over to the bib pickup, which was way longer than we've seen it in the past couple of years. This year they made you go through the baseball stadium before you make it your way into the actual bib pickup building. It was a lot of queues today, but you know, you kind of prepare for it. We picked up our bibs. This is what the marathon one looks like this year. This is Lucas's. These are the Dopey bibs. So we have the 5K and 10K, and then we have the half and full as blue. As you can see, for both Lucas and I, for the marathon distances, we were assigned Corral F, which is new for us. We've been assigned E in 2023, and then in 2024, I was actually assigned C, and Lucas was assigned D for the marathon distance. I guess it's about time that we got assigned F. I think there's also a G corral as well, so I don't think we're the last corral, but this will be a new experience starting off at Corral F. Feel pretty confident with our training that we'll be able to stay in front of the balloon ladies, and if you're not familiar with the balloon ladies, they are these wonderful Run Disney runners that run with balloons attached to them, because they do mark the cutoff time before you get swept from the course, because obviously they can't let Run Disney runners run all day at these courses. They have to open the park. So balloon ladies are the indicator as to when you kind of have to pick up the pace, because they're going to be closing the course. I think they'll be in Corral G, and so I think we still have the buffer that we need to complete the race comfortably and with enough breaks and stops for pictures and stuff. I will report back on Sunday on how that goes. And then in addition to the bibs, they also gave us this cool luggage tag to celebrate the 20 years of the Goofy Challenge. After waiting in the long queue for the bib pickup, we then entered another long queue for the Expo Hall, which is also where you pick up the complimentary t-shirts. And so I'll start off with those. I do like the colors this year. This is the 5K, the 10K, half marathon, full marathon. This one is Goofy. And then of course, this one is Dopey. So those are all the complimentary race t-shirts. Lucas also got his version of the red one too, since he's running with a marathon. And then the last bit that I have to share with you are just kind of some miscellaneous things that we picked up at the actual expo. I got these free stickers because why not? I thought they were fun. Marathon Weekend themed stickers sponsored by Advent Health. So cool. I'm gonna put some on my Kindle. We also need to restock on Body Glide. Lucas wanted to try out these electrolyte fast chews, lemon lime flavor. And then the last thing I picked up, I actually went into Expo ready to shop for, and it is BB Brooks band buttons. I did end up picking up 2 new 48.6 band buttons to go on my magic band. So I got this one that says 48.6, which is identical to the one that I have, but I got another one in hopes of completing my second Dopey. Did also really like the design of this one. Ended up getting both because it was like buy 3 get 1 free. And I also got this peace sign Mickey one and Donald, of course. course, since he's the fave. That concludes our expo haul for today. Expo day is always a lot of fun. You feel the energy in the room, and so you kind of always leave feeling very energized in anticipation for the races. Love that, as always. Now the plan is to drop off all the stuff, and now we're gonna make our way over to Disney Springs for an early dinner. We're gonna try and eat over at Homecoming to have some chicken sandwiches for the evening, and then kind of pop around the different stores as well since we're already there. And then the plan is to retire pretty early and get ready for the 5K tomorrow. So I'll see you after dinner. Okay, so we got a new box. We finished Star Wars last trip, so now we got a Stitch one.
I'm hoping for the camera.
Oh, I want the camera one.
And maybe the friendship hugging.
Friendship hugging. I think it's gonna be the music record. Let's see.
Okay, perfect.
Love. Okay, second one. You did guess that one. That's nice. Cute. And we are back at the hotel after our evening in Disney Springs. We had a great time spending a few hours there. We did end up getting dinner over at Homecoming. We didn't have a reservation, but they did allow us to kind of walk up. There wasn't too big of a line, and so we were seated almost immediately. I had my chicken sandwich that I've been excited to get today, so I'm very full, very filling dinner. After dinner, we did bop around different shops. We did pick up a couple of the mystery pin packs. As you guys saw earlier, we picked up the new Stitch one. In addition, I did also pick up this park one that I thought was very pretty. And then Lucas also got a couple new hats. We got the Star Wars lightsaber one in black, and then we also got the Pixar lamp and ball in white. Lucas is a big fan of these like Nike dry fit kind of material hats, and so whenever we see them and we like the design, we pick them up because he wears them all the time back home. That's what we ended up getting over at Disney Springs. We did stop over at the ticket center where we went ahead and activated our military tickets for the week, and then we also picked up Memory Maker because you can get a military discount for that as well. So we don't typically get Memory Maker for our trip. If you're not familiar with what it is, it's basically getting all of your PhotoPass photos for a set price for your entire vacation. For us, it's not usually always worth it, but for race weekend, it 100% is. And now we are all set for the week. It is about 7:30 p.m. now, which is a little bit later than I was hoping for. I was hoping to already be in bed by 6:30, but I'm gonna go ahead and get as much sleep as I can. I finished doing my flat lay. Everything seems in order for the morning. I will show you guys a segment of what I'm packing with me for these races, probably on Saturday's video. For now, I will be ending part 1 here for Expo Day, and I'll be kicking off part 2's video for the 5K tomorrow morning. Thank you again for joining me in this Dopey challenge adventure. Stay tuned for part 2, and I will see you guys very early in the morning.